at Northern Strike, the MQ-9 was dropping GBU-12s and GBU-38 500-pound bombs. The GBU-12 is a laser-guided bomb, and the GBU-38 is a GPS-guided. Also, we dropped 4 live GBU-12s on the range. The dangers of working with live munitions is that, yes, there is a lot of explosives in a 500-pound bomb, and working with 4 500-pound bombs on one plane, there are some risks involved, but we're very highly trained. We've been doing this for many years. A lot of these guys, this is second nature to them. The munitions that we've been dropping here at Northern Strike, the GBU-12s and 38s, they're fused and they're wired to the Groove 71 bomb racks that are on the plane that hang off the wings. Basically, once the pilot pickles the button, finds his target, the bomb releases, the fuse is activated by the arming wire, and it's set to explode at whatever kind of settings that he puts in for it. Coming to Northern Strike, it's a great opportunity for us because in Arizona right now, we don't get the opportunity to load a lot of lives or any kind of bombs for that matter. So coming up here is a great opportunity for us to get the training we need and to actually do our job on a day-to-day basis. Coming to Northern Strike is always a challenge because there is so much going on with the MQ-9 and with everything that has to go into building the plane and getting in the air. I got a great team. They sacrifice a lot with a lot of long hours, a lot of long days, but they do a great job. They all have a great attitude. They're very happy to be here, and it's been a great experience for them.
That day, it was, just like any other day.
It was just a normal day.
Most of the time we're just watching. We're collecting information on enemies and just making sure our friendlies are safe. And then sometimes that involves us providing armed overwatch, which is our capability to strike enemies.
So that day, we were flying a normal 8-hour shift, and then comes the end of the shift is when it all went down, and we were asked to support a C-130.
That was going to do an airdrop for a location that was severely undersupplied.
We were zoomed out to a level to where we could see a wide field of view.
And we immediately see from the bottom right corner of our screen a projectile come through the screen towards the C-130.
My heart was racing.
The sensor immediately slewed to the right point of origin.
We have screeners that work with us. They are constantly watching our feed. That helps us confirm that that's where it was shot from. I just saw a whole bunch of guys start coming out, so I was like, okay, this is it.
They all left the building with large weapons. We know at that point, these are bad guys. They just shot at U.S. forces, so we know something's about to happen. We know we need to watch these guys. I'm calling the Joint Terminal Attack Controller, or JTAC. I was like, hey, this is so-and-so is in my MQ-9. We're supporting the C-130 that did an airdrop. I just saw an RPG shoot across the screen, and his voice immediately changed.
He pulled up our feed, started watching it, gave us a game plan 9 line. Where he's at, he's talking to his commander, but we are only talking to the JTAC, so we could stay focused.
And everybody is working together at that point. I'm just trying to meet the intent of what the ground force commander wants.
We found the bad guys on the ground, tracked them for a little bit, and then ended up prosecuting. From the start of the RPG shot
to when we first struck them, it took 34 minutes. And that was not because we weren't ready, it's just because there's a lot of wickets that need to be checked.
If we weren't there for the C-130 drop, the bad guys could have gotten away. And that's the worst scenario, is they get away free and they do it again, and very well could have hit their target they were trying to get.
MQ-9s, and thus the pilots and sensor operators, are always there, giving friendly forces that solace that we have the capability of protecting them with force if needed. Every day that you are an MQ-9 pilot or sensor operator, you're part of the team. Like, there's never a time where you come in and you're like, I wonder like what impact I'm having on the mission. Like, the question never gets asked.
This job has changed my life. You're hands-on in the fight, saving our boots on the ground. This is no joke. If you want to make a difference to the actual mission, to the actual fight that's out there, this job is it.
Exercise Agile Combat Employment Reaper is about demonstrating the MQ-9's ability to rapidly mobilize and operate in any environment, as well as highlighting the student quality and master instructor development through joint integration. To complete the objectives of the exercise, airmen and Marine from various locations in the U.S. worked from early September to early October. The first portion of the exercise was setting up operations in Marine Corps Base, Hawaii. Setup began by assembling an aircraft and ground control station, the cockpit for the MQ-9, which were shipped from the continental United States. Then, 2 Reapers made the first ever trip across the Pacific from March and Creech Air Force Base to Marine Corps Base, Hawaii. Throughout the couple weeks after their arrival, flying sorties were conducted from the base for roughly 12 straight hours every day. A typical flight would begin with the pilots in Hawaii taking off before handing controls over via satellite to pilots in the continental United States. With successful maritime flights over the course of those 2 weeks and many lessons learned for both Air Force and Marine Corps, pack-up began and the Reapers returned stateside. One of Holloman's mission priorities is to train combat-ready MQ-9 Reaper aircrew. This exercise serves as a testament to the 49th Wing's continuous effort to fulfill that priority and enhance joint operation capabilities.